Hey everybody, Justin here with EcoDiesel. Obviously, this is the other side of my new TikTok channel. So the other one got hacked, trying to recover it. It is what it is. Just everybody, please be careful. Don't give them the number. Then I'll give them the sheriff's number or some, you know, whorehouse or something like that. So, because once you give it to them, that's how they get access to it, and then they start going through your contacts. And now they've gone through all my contacts, and then now when one of my customers or people or contacts in my contacts send it, then they go to theirs, and it just goes on and on. So TikTok's got a major problem. But wanted to share this on here real quick, kind of a little bit of a video. Might even do a live one on it here or whatever, I guess. But just wanted to show the difference. I'm comparing. What I'm doing is I'm comparing camshafts. I've got a couple big blocks Chevy camshafts up here. I got a 7.3 or three actually 7.3s. One's a aftermarket company, the other one's one of ours, and then I got a 6.0, and then I got a stock 7.3 cam. So I just wanted to show you guys what they look like. This is a stock cam. Like I said, it's probably got 100, 200,000 miles on it, maybe, or whatever. You can kind of see, how the finish is. Now, this is an aftermarket option. If you look at it, it's kind of grainy, see the finish and stuff like that, so, and it's, obviously not going to disclose who it is, and it really don't matter. So this is a stock 6.0 cam, and you can kind of see still the stock finish and whatever. This is, and quite honestly, just to let y'all know, we're going to work on these next. We're going to do some kind of an aftermarket cam option there is. This is our EDD bruiser, our 1.5. It's micro polish. This is an MSE polishing process. Like I tell everybody, it's an extra 120 bucks. I'm not giving the customers a standard or an option. This is what you're going to get when you buy a camshaft. These camshafts are $720, basically shipped with insurance on them. I do need a cam core, but as of last week, I found out that we're going to have cores available. So I'm going to start seeing these on the website more. I'm not sure on the price yet or where we're going to be at when we start getting cores, but then I won't need as many cam cores. But I still need cam cores. Still going to do the process. Still going to go through the process of what we've done. We found out this is a big block off the shelf, basically a flat tappet cam for a big block Chevrolet. Nothing crazy. This is actually a comp cam, but this is off their shelf cam. This is the custom cam. That's a hydraulic roller, could be a solid roller. But this has been my MSE process. If you look at this, this is what it is. It's one of the motors I'm going to actually be building, and it looks absolutely marvelous. So way it looks. But that's the difference between a polished one, an MSE processor polishing. Obviously, this is a billet. This is more of a cast, kind of forged cam or whatever cast, and it's not as nice. So this is a big block. Then this is a stock, what was used to be this cam style, that kind of that look of that cam. This is what it looks like now after I'm done with them. So this is just something that I wanted to share to know the difference. 6.0 cam factory stock had about 180,000 miles on it. This is basically an aftermarket company's cam. No getting into who it was, like I said, but you can see it's graining. So basically the process we have here and working with Comp for all these years, this is an option that we have. This is a very, this is kind of standard. Some of the cams might all come, looking exactly like that, like this, because like I say, sometimes they go in here and it costs extra money to put in the lathe and have that sharp edge turned down, but it's polished. And in turn, with a lot of the issues that we've had with the lifters and quality of lifters, and when they leave the processing, the last process, the polish this stuff, they leave a little bit on the camshaft, so it's not 100% down. So when you polish it, it actually kind of cleans it up, but it makes it to where the lifter is more 90-degree parallel to the lobe, and it makes it more to where it again got a friction or it got an issue. Say we got an issue with the lifter or whatever, they're not as good as the quality. To potentially, this is going to help eliminate a lot of the stress, a lot of the friction, a lot of the heat, compared to this camshaft that's not been polished. It's just been ground. You can see it's been ground. It's obviously a newer core. But yeah, there is definitely a difference in this process versus this process. Not saying that this cam is any better or worse, but this here, a lot of it was just with having it polished. We're going to kind of help eliminate a lot of the problems that we're seeing with quality of lifters these days. And then, of course, you got your stock one. So stock 7.3, that's what it looks like. And when it looks like that, it goes back to looking like that when we're done with it. So these are 720 bucks. This is a custom build one I'm going to do for a customer's big block, like I mentioned. So I just kind of wanted to show a little bit of cam seminar kind of quality or difference, what you actually pay for, what you're actually getting, what I try to put into my products that I do. And the technology in this is not, 10, 15 years ago. This is actually, we put some thought into this. We've done some work on it. Yes, there's other cam manufacturer out there that's got it pretty close. I ain't gonna say he hasn't got it. It's a lot better than what it would be with even this option, and definitely the stock. But we've put a lot more in it. I've got 3 or 4 that are out there that are custom ground for different injectors, different turbo sizes, all that good stuff. So what I'm saying is I am definitely gotten very lucky being with Comp and around them for 10 years. I mean, I'm not, using other, companies out there that are trying to peddle camshafts and trying to create this and trying to that. Yeah, there's some knowledge that's been done this. There's some information done it. We've shared some. We got some float numbers on the heads, and we went off a stock application. On these 7-3 heads, you start opening them up a little bit, get rid of some of the EGR stuff in there. Yes, it does help. Doing some bowl work, shaping the bowl. I know there's options that CNC porting. Well, I will tell you that what I found out is like a 97 or newer 10 bolt version. There's 3 different style of heads, 3 different patterns of intake runners. The guides are off a little bit. The runners are a little bit different. So just to iterate that, well, when you look at some of the guys who are doing CNC stuff and then they hog them all the way out, well, that's the reason why. So they don't have to write a program for every 3 different style heads now. There's not a Bible for a part number that I found that kind of gives you, like we see, 882s or whatever, 243s or whatever heads like you see on the Chevrolet or big block Ford or small block or whatever you got. So, and this is what I found out. So when you go in there and they're CNCing them now, they're just hogging them out, just making it huge. So needless to say, they just kind of windowed it out to where you don't have to worry about it, and I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, that head could be way too much for this combination, but you're going to pay for it, so needless to say, I'm working with some 5-axis guy. I'm going to start working with doing just roughing the ports out. So anytime, like I say, a lot of guys CNC this stuff, they don't go back in there and they clean it up because they just want to pump it out. They want to mass produce it. I 100% get it. There's nothing wrong with having a machine, but it's got to pay the rent. That machine, if you don't do enough heads on it and it on that Centroid or whatever you got for a machine, if it ain't running, you ain't making money. They ain't making the payments. And obviously the maintenance on cast iron, a lot of guys don't want to mess with it. I can tell you over here in NASCAR country where I'm at in North Carolina, oh, there's probably 10 or 15 or 20 Centroids around here that I know of. And a lot of them just do aluminum heads, so I'm working with an option with a guy actually buying the tooling to pay for the tooling. So that way then, it's a $500,000 or close to $1 million machine. That's all said and done. I don't need to worry about that. There's options out there to work with people, do some bartering, and then obviously just rough my stuff in, then I can come in and hand port it and get it done. I'm doing a lot of it in hand porting. It's my kind of just finessing it, making it look good, and it's working out really well. They're not real big. They're just shaping them. They're making the port and runner a lot better than it was stock. So I guess where I'm at is, yeah, be careful what you pay for, what you get, but I'm not saying it's not nice. It's just there's some options out there. But I wanted to touch on camshafts. I wanted to at least have them all laid out here. I got a big block Chevrolet, I got a 7.3, and I had a 6.0 stock. So I had some options there, that I can show some stuff on it, what I've got. But hope everybody's having a good night. Got a lot more going on, but we're wanted to share that, TikTok, this old one, I'm working on getting it recovered. Sorry for everybody, but I've had 50 to 80 to 100 messages tonight and calls, and it is what it is. But if I ignore you, don't take it in a bad way. It's not that I'm trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to tell you that I am not going to sit here and answer everybody's phone calls. I'm not going to answer your text message. I did not request for your number. So please don't send it in, because as soon as I get it. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with everybody. And I better let you go because the phone's ringing again and everything else. So, but hope everybody's doing all right. And I'll keep you all posted. And thanks. This is Justin with Eco Diesel and EDD Performance. This is the new TikTok page. Later, man.